バイクについて、アホや、ちょっと、落ちるいや、落ちる、落ちる、落ちる、いや
August 11th, 2025. In the span of just 7 days, Japan experienced the most extreme weather whiplash in its recorded history. From the scorching 41.8 degrees Celsius heat that shattered temperature records across the archipelago, to torrential rains that would dump over 400 millimeters of water in just 12 hours across Kyushu's southwestern prefectures. What you're about to witness is not just another weather story. This is the moment when nature unleashed its full fury on over 3 million Japanese citizens, turning the nation's most sacred holiday week into a fight for survival. But here's what makes this catastrophe truly unprecedented. As rescue teams race against time to find missing families in Kumamoto, Tamana, and Nagasu, meteorologists are warning that the worst may still be ahead. The ground beneath Japan's feet has become so unstable that even light rain could trigger deadly landslides for weeks to come. Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba addressed the nation on Monday, urging citizens to remain vigilant while assuring them that the government was committed to implementing disaster response measures. His words carried extra weight as evacuation advisories and warnings reached over 3 million people across southwestern Kyushu. The Japan Meteorological Agency issued landslide warnings for 9 prefectures, with Kumamoto and 8 others under immediate threat. Officials emphasized a crucial point. Even as emergency warnings were reduced from the highest alert level, the danger remains far from over. Due to the heavy rain so far, the ground has become loose in some areas, JMA officials warned. Please continue to be on high alert for landslides, rising river levels, and flooding. This ongoing threat means that communities must remain on edge for weeks, knowing that their unstable foundation could give way with little warning. The Fire and Disaster Management Agency coordinated rescue operations across multiple prefectures, while Japan's Office of Disaster Management issued stark social media warnings. Quote, "Take the best action to protect your life immediately and with maximum caution." So what created this perfect storm of devastation? According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, a warm, humid weather front collided with unstable atmospheric pressure, creating what officials describe as unprecedented conditions. Yoichi Tachihara, who leads the JMA's Forecast and Warning Division, made a chilling statement. Quote, "I have never experienced rain like this. There is a real threat to people's lives." This disaster represents the extreme end of a dramatic climate shift. Just days before these floods, Japan recorded its hottest day in history, 41.8 degrees Celsius in Isesaki City, north of Tokyo. This temperature surpassed the previous record and marked the 6th time this summer that mercury exceeded 40 degrees across the country. The meteorological whiplash reveals a disturbing pattern. While southwestern Japan drowns under record rainfall, northern regions like Niigata Prefecture, a major rice-producing area, experienced their driest July on record with only 3.5 millimeters of rain, compared to 376.5 millimeters the previous year. Behind these numbers lies human tragedy. In Kagoshima's Aira city, a mudslide struck without warning, causing a house to collapse and claiming one life instantly. The victim had no time to escape as tons of mud and debris engulfed their home. In Kumamoto's Kosa town, rescue teams found a man in cardiac arrest after another landslide buried him. Meanwhile, in Yatsushiro city, a car plunged into an irrigation canal, leaving a woman with no vital signs. 3 others in the prefecture remain unaccounted for, their families clinging to hope as search operations continue around the clock. Perhaps most heartbreaking is the case in Kumamoto, where a family was driving to an evacuation center, following official safety protocols, when a mudslide struck their vehicle directly. This incident underscores how quickly conditions deteriorated, making even designated safe routes treacherous. The Saigo River in Kumamoto became a death trap when 2 people in their 60s were swept away by the surging waters. In Fukuoka's Fukutsu city, a man and woman of similar age met the same fate, pulled under by currents that transformed familiar neighborhoods into raging torrents. Let's break down the staggering numbers that define this crisis. Over 3 million people across 6 prefectures received evacuation orders. That's equivalent to evacuating the entire city of Berlin. In Kumamoto Prefecture alone, 384,000 residents found themselves under Japan's highest level evacuation warning, a red alert reserved for only the most life-threatening situations. The rain statistics paint an almost unbelievable picture. Tamana City recorded 404 millimeters of rainfall in just 12 hours, twice the entire monthly average for August. To put this in perspective, that's like experiencing 2 months of rain in half a day. Across the region, Fukuoka Prefecture saw 567 millimeters, while Kumamoto recorded 581 millimeters between Wednesday and Monday, more than 3 times their monthly norm. The timing of this disaster couldn't have been more devastating for Japanese society. These floods struck during Obon Festival week, one of the most important cultural periods in Japan when millions travel to their hometowns to honor deceased ancestors. This sacred tradition, deeply embedded in Japanese culture, became a logistical nightmare as transportation networks collapsed. JR Kyushu suspended all bullet train services, stranding countless passengers during what is typically the busiest travel week of the year. Regular train services across multiple lines shut down, while dozens of flights faced cancellation. The ripple effects extended far beyond transportation, with over 680 houses flooded across Kagoshima, Fukuoka, and Kumamoto prefectures. Entire communities found themselves displaced during their most significant cultural celebration. Local television footage revealed the scale of destruction. Rivers overflowing their banks, houses and shops submerged, and roads disappearing under meter-deep water. Shopping centers in Kagoshima showed knee-deep flooding, while what were once busy streets became dangerous waterways. As we report this story, the immediate crisis may be stabilizing, but experts warn that Japan faces weeks of elevated risk. The saturated soil across affected regions remains critically unstable, meaning that even moderate rainfall could trigger additional landslides and flooding. The Japan Meteorological Agency predicts continued heavy rain across eastern and northern Japan, with 150 millimeters expected in northern Kyushu and Kanto Koshin regions over the next 24 hours. For a nation still reeling from this week's disasters, these forecasts carry ominous implications. This catastrophe serves as a stark reminder of nature's power and climate change's increasing impact on extreme weather patterns. As rescue operations continue and communities begin the long process of recovery, the world watches Japan face yet another test of its legendary resilience. We'll continue monitoring this developing story and bring you updates as they emerge. For now, our thoughts remain with the families still searching for their loved ones and the millions of Japanese citizens whose lives have been forever changed by these 7 days of extreme weather.